I'd like to provide, I guess, a little bit of insight. I'm kind of surprised as why that perfect push-up video has gotten so many hits, relatively speaking. See, I work out every day, and to stay in shape and to stay healthy. Over this past week, I missed 3 days of work being sick. First day, Monday, I thought I was just getting over a slight cold. Well, Wednesday night, it started coming on like a freight train. And by Wednesday night, I knew it was a severe cold. So I missed a couple more days. But as far as health goes, as I've seen working in the hospital, there's probably nothing that's more important than maintaining your health now and in the future. We're not getting any younger. And so this routine I have, this workout routine, is every day. There's no holidays. No holidays at all. And the other concern about the future, and not only mine, but probably everybody else's, is how will they be doing financially? And so I adhere to a pretty strict budget and a plan for the future. And again, it really doesn't matter. No matter what you do in your plans, your plans just might go down the drain anyway. Look what happened to the bubble that burst on Wall Street. It could happen, no matter how you plan. You might stay in shape and follow this eat right, exercise, and all this other kind of stuff. But who knows? I get hit by some kind of a illness or disease or something like that that's completely out of your control. And so there are some things out there like like economic bubbles and diseases that might strike anybody anyhow, no matter how they live. But or no matter how they plan, it happens anyway. So those two things require like a lot of discipline, and maybe that's why I'm not the easiest person in the world to live with. In fact, I just got out of a relationship about a year ago, and I guess the only reason why it lasted so long, it lasted maybe 5 years or so, the only reason it lasted that long, chances are, is because it was like a long distance relationship. So maybe that was the key. But even that, we went our own separate ways. I guess we just kind of like grew apart. And that's all there is to it. I guess there's nobody to blame. Certainly not. I won't blame myself, and I won't blame her. But it's just the way it is. It's just the way it happened. And I have no regrets. Probably she doesn't either. So it's important. I don't know how important that discipline is, because there are other things in life that are probably more important than health, more important than finances. There are more important things in life than that. But as far as the way things are developing here, those two things I keep on a short leash, and I try to be vigilant against any kind of unforeseen circumstances that may come along. One thing in looking way down the road as far as retirement goes is inflation. Just inflation in and of itself is a nightmare. If anyone is retired for 20 years, and let's say the rate of inflation is 2.5%, well, by the time that they reach the end of their time on this earth, their spending, the value of their holdings have just gone down like 20 years times 2.5%, which is like what's that, 50%. So that their savings, the value of their savings has gone down 50% by the time someone reaches like 20 years into the retirement. And if you're blessed to live like 90 plus years, and let's say you're looking at life and you're saying there's no way I'm gonna retire before age 70. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy about work, not crazy about it at all. But when you look at expenses and future expenses and this and that, and no one around to count on to back you, well, you got to maintain a really disciplined kind of lifestyle, which again isn't the easiest to accommodate. But to tell you the truth again, I don't think there's any shortcuts either, and there's shortcuts, and so if it just so happens that in fact, I think it's a lifestyle that everybody should practice, basically. But it's with another person to help you, there's always that tendency to slack and slack and slack. So there's a lot of slack, there's a lot of fat, and I guess there's just our natural human tendency is to relax if someone's covering your back. But I don't think that's a particularly good thing, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't bode well for either party, to tell you the truth. It's a good thing if both people stay on their toes. If both the man and woman, the person who's covering you, stays on their toes. And that way, you'll both live long and healthy and prosperously. That is, unless some unforeseen disaster, unforeseen disease or economic bubble comes along. It could happen anyhow. But what do they say? They say prepare for the worst and hope for the best.